Hey guys, I'm Lauren Chapler. I'm a full-time teacher, author, and seller on Teachers Pay Teachers. And today we're going to be talking about some beginner basics like how to set up your seller account on Teachers Pay Teachers, what type of seller account you should sign up for. We're going to take a look at the TPT dashboard, how to upload your first product, and more. So throughout this video, you're going to see me looking over and looking down a little bit because I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm going to walk you guys through this and share my screen with you so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. So let's start with your homepage. So I've already logged into Teachers Pay Teachers, and this is just a basic buyer's account. So this is the account that most people start with. Now, if you are already a seller, you've already signed up to be a seller, that's awesome. We're going to get to some more advanced stuff here in just a second, but I do want to show you how to sign up for your seller account or to convert your buyer's account to a seller's account. So this is super simple. You're just going to hover over this My TPT tab, and then you're going to go down and you're going to click on Become a Seller. Now, this is a fake account that I created for the purposes of showing you guys how to convert your buyer account into a seller account. So I'm just going to kind of walk through this with you. So I would go through here and you're going to need to put in your address, your city, and then your PayPal email address. Okay, now that that's all in, this is exactly what the screen looks like as soon as you hit continue. So it brings you to your TPT dashboard. And so you can click through it and you can get the tour and show how to get started. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this because I'm going to kind of give you a little start myself. Now, when you first convert your account into a seller account, it signs you up for a basic seller account. Now, there's also a premium version. It doesn't really advertise this to you in the beginning, at least not from what we saw. But in order to find this, we're going to go to My Account. And then we're going to scroll down right here, and I have the option of upgrading now to a premium account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. It's going to take me to this page where I can check out the full details of the premium seller account here, and it's going to do a side-by-side for me on what types of accounts I can have as a seller. So the basic seller account that it automatically signs you up for, with this you only get 55% of all sales that you make. So for example, if I have a $10 product, I'm going to be able to get $5.50 on that, until I also count the fact that they charge me an additional 30 cents for each resource. This is not each transaction, this is each resource. So even if somebody comes in and they buy 2 of your resources, they're gonna charge you 30 cents for each resource. You see what I'm saying? So if I have a $10 item and I sell that, I'm only gonna get $5.20 for that $10 item. So here's what I recommend. I recommend, as soon as you possibly can, go ahead and upgrade to the premium seller account. The reason for that is you're going to get 80% of the earnings on that sale. So what that means is that if I sell a $10 product, I'm going to get $8 instead of $5.20. Now, I do have to pay 15 cents for each resource where the order totals less than $3. A lot of sellers say that a really good strategy for knowing when to purchase your premium seller account would be to save up all the money that you earn on Teachers Pay Teachers, and when you've earned enough to pay for the premium seller account, just go ahead and pay for it. Others say go ahead and buy it right at the beginning, and I say it's totally up to you and whatever you feel the most comfortable with. For me personally, when I started my TPT store, $60 was kind of a lot of money. So I went ahead and I waited until I started seeing some sales coming in before I upgraded to the premium seller account. The next place we're going to take a look at is your TPT dashboard. So we're going to go right here, click on dashboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what this looks like blank. So this allows me to look at earnings, conversions, views, units sold, main videos played, preview videos played, all of this kind of stuff. So I can toggle back and forth depending on what I'm wanting to look at. So if I'm wanting to look at how many times a specific product was viewed, then I could go to views. Then I could go over to for. And instead of my store, I could select a specific product in my store and see how many times that product's been viewed. And I could look at those views for any given period of time, whether day, week, month, year, or a custom range of time. Down here, I also get to see when my next payout is going to be and how much it's going to be, as well as how much the last payout was. Now you'll see here there's the difference between earnings and sales. Sales is how much total revenue that you generated, and earnings is the amount of money that you actually get to bring home from that, right? Next, we're gonna go to traffic. Now, this is super interesting when you're first starting on, well, it's interesting all the time, but when you first start on Teachers Pay Teachers, this is a really great place that you really kind of wanna be in here on a regular basis. The reason for this is I'm gonna get to see where all of my traffic is coming in, where all of my buyers are coming from, how they're getting to me, and whether or not they're actually purchasing anything. So for example, if I'm putting pins out on Pinterest, I'm going to be able to see how many people are coming to me from Pinterest and even from specific pins when I use UTM codes, which I'll talk to you about that here in just a second. But I'm going to get to see where that traffic is coming from and whether or not people are actually purchasing something when they get here. So this is a really great tab to keep an eye on. Go over to marketing. There's a lot more under the marketing tab than just marketing. And one of my favorite things here is actually TPT University. I'm going to come back to this in a second, but it's my favorite thing in this tab. So in this tab, I can throw a sale. I can sign up to try to be in the newsletter. I can submit. That's what I'm looking for. I can submit a product for the newsletter. I can also promote using TPT. I don't really recommend this early on, but do your own research and see if that is for you. I can customize, upload my banners for my TPT store, and then I have TPT University. TPT University, I think, should be the first place that new teacher authors go when they first create their seller account. So when I click here, I'm going to get a variety of topics that are super important to know when you first start. Things like just getting good advice, learning the community, getting some tips, how to work your store profile and add resources. And then this right here, I talked about UTM codes a second ago and how to track specific pins as they're coming in, or even specific blog posts or things like that. You can do that right here. You can learn how to add UTM codes here, look at your traffic sources, and then you can also learn how to do things like become a blogger, promote on social media, and then this is super important, copyright and trademark. This is actually something I've been asked about a couple of times, and that is, how do you make sure you're not violating copyright or trademark laws? And this is a really awesome place to start as a seller because you want to make sure that you're doing everything right. If you have, I think it's 3 flags, if your store is flagged 3 times for copyright or trademark violations, your store will be permanently closed. So you really want to make sure that you're doing this correctly. Scrolling down a little further, you can learn more about how to create digital resources, sales tax, all of that really wonderful stuff, and new programs like TPT School Access. Once you've gone through TPT University, the next place you're going to want to go are the sellers forums. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle down on my name, and then I'm going to go over to sellers forum. This is a really great place where a lot of teacher authors gather together and they discuss things like news and announcements from Team TPT. You can also learn and share selling tips, as well as share milestones and other good news, or even ask for feedback on a specific product or on your store in the forum. Going back to the homepage, let's look at where you're gonna go to upload your first product. Now, your very first product has to be a free product. So every TPT store has to offer at least one free resource. And so your first product has to be a free resource. So where we're gonna go is we're gonna toggle down, and then we're gonna go over to my product listings. Once I get here, I'm gonna go to add new product, and I'm going to select the type of product that I have. Now, your first resource is either going to be a digital download or it's going to be an online resource, chances are. So you would select the type of resource that it is, add your name, add the file, add a description, all of that good stuff, and then get it uploaded from there. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to check out my other videos like 6 mistakes that TPT sellers often make and 5 things every new teacher author ought to know. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and you can join our Facebook group for sellers by clicking the link below. Thanks so much, guys. Y'all have a great day.